All right, my name is Tracy, and I want to start off with having everyone close your eyes, please. Act like you're in church or, I don't know where, but everyone close your eyes. We're going to start off with a little imagery. We're going to take about 30 seconds to do this. I want you to think about one of the most horrendous things you've ever experienced in your life. I want you to think about where you were at, how old you were. Did you have a spouse at the time? A best friend? A neighbor? Think about how you felt. How emotional you were, or how angry. Think about how you came out of that situation. What brought you through it? Who helped you? And looking at that, are you better off because it happened? And what blessings may have come to you because you lived through that hard moment and you made it to the other side? You can open your eyes now. Conflict was my middle name growing up. You may not know it now, but I had a really rough childhood. But through it all, I had someone to support me in every stage of my life, in every conflict that I went through. Who was your neighbor that helped you through it? Think about what a neighbor means and what it means to be neighborly. Okay, for some reason the video isn't working. I apologize. Maybe because my phone's not over here, but it was Mr. Rogers' clip. Please won't you be, oh won't you be, please won't you be my neighbor. So at the age of 5, my mom had a psychotic break, and I had to live in and out of foster care. It became so bad for my mom that every 2 to 3 months, or 2 to 3 times a year, I was in and out of foster care. It came to a point where I was growing older that I realized my mom couldn't take care of me and my brothers like she should have. But I always had someone to count on, whether it was my best friend Tracy down the street or my other friends' parents. For some reason, I always had someone to count on. But life became so hard. My life was ripped apart at the age of 12 when I had to become a ward of the court. And I had to go in front of a judge and renounce my mom as my mom. Then I had to go live in a shelter because the room in the children's home I was going to go live in, it wasn't open yet. This is when I met Miss Luana Moore. One day at the shelter, we're playing basketball outside, and I'm with all the youth, and this lady comes in. She sits us all down at the table, and she says, she's trying to get to know us. She said, oh, okay, well, great. Well, who would like to go to church? Silence. Then I popped up and I said, I'll go to church with you, because I'd kind of gone to church on and off. My mom did try to instill that in our lives. She said, okay, I'll pick you up Sunday and we'll go to McDonald's. I want to go. All of a sudden you hear all the kids, right? They want to go. But no, they didn't. So she started picking me up every week to go to church. And from that point on, she became my mentor. After I finished living at the children's home, I went to college, graduated with an undergrad in psychology, went on to obtain 2 master's degrees. I've lived abroad, and I started my own company. And that's the end of my presentation.